Welcome back to the Mondo Movie Countdown, and we're at number 14. Drum roll, please. It's the 1982 film Fast Times at Ridgemont High, directed by Amy Heckerling. Some spoilers may occur, although I pretty promise that I'll do my best to avoid that. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so Fast Times at Ridgemont High was directed by Amy Heckerling. She also did Clueless, which I also like. But it was written by Cameron Crowe, and Cameron Crowe I heard that he actually went undercover in an actual high school, and then he wrote a book by the same title, and then this movie is the film make of the book. And I've watched Fast Times at Ridgemont High over and over again since I was a kid, but I just heard that information more recently about Cameron Crowe, and I just thought, well, oh my god, I would love to see that documentary in itself, him going undercover at a high school to write a book about it. Just seems like that would be a great movie in and of itself. But anyway, maybe they will make something about that one day. So Fast Times at Ridgemont High is just infinitely watchable. I don't even know what it is about it, but I just never get sick of watching it. Just visually, it's the quintessential American high school movie. You know, it's got like the mall, hanging out at the mall, 80s fashion. It's got, losing virginity, romance, awkwardness, flipping burgers, make-out spots, movie theaters, scalping tickets. It's just got all that greatness. And it's got a lot of people who ended up being big stars in it. Most notably, the best character, Jeff Spicoli, was Sean Penn. And completely different from anything he does now. And Jennifer Jason Leigh is in it as well, and probably a bunch of others. But I was a big fan growing up. I always read Archie comic books, and whenever we used to always go camping. And whenever we would get camping, we would have Archie comic books shoved down the bottom of our sleeping bags, and then at night we would read Archie comics by flashlight. And there's something about Fast Times at Ridgemont High that reminds me of Archie comic books. Like, I feel like if the Archie books had have been put in a film in the 80s, and they weren't so sort of chaste as they are in the comics, which were, I think, written in like the 30s to 80s, but like they're very like sort of chaste, sort of subdued, sort of moralistic, toned down storytales in Archie. But I felt like Archie and the gang could have easily been the Fast Time Ridgemont gang if they was in the 80s and they were a bit more sort of sexually liberated. And so I don't know, it's just one of those films that it just looks candy-coated and I don't get sick of watching it. And the Fast Times at Ridgemont High font and like the title that they use, the graphic, it's just juicy. It just looks good. I just want to bite it. So you should watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High. If you've liked my film reviews, then please subscribe.